If there is one cheesecake flavor superior to all, it is this one, Snickers cheesecake. I mean, it has it all: caramel, chocolate, nuts, and Oreos. Who can say no to such a delicacy? If you're drooling now, keep watching. The first step is to preheat the oven so it is ready to go. We're gonna make an Oreo crust, which gives it a chocolatey dark flavor. First off, let's crunch up these Oreo cookies. I'm using a food processor because it is the easiest and cleanest method in my opinion. But you can use a Ziploc bag and a rolling pin if you want to. Then let's fill it into a mixing bowl and add melted butter. Be careful not to add too much butter, as the cookies are already super sticky because of their filling. When it is all coated evenly, let's bring in a cheesecake pan. So I get this question a lot, and this is not a regular cake pan. It is a removable bottom cheesecake pan. Basically a springform pan, but it opens from the bottom. Make sure to line it with parchment paper and grease it well with baking oil or regular butter. I like to spread the oil well with a paper towel so it coats the bottom and sides evenly. Then let's fill in the Oreo crumbs. This looks like a lot, but we're gonna use some for the sides, and you will see it is just enough. I like to spread it out first and then press it down with a cup or a spatula. Do not forget to make the border about 1/2 inch high. When it is all pressed nicely like this, it is ready to bake at 350 for about 8 minutes. Now let's make the cheesecake batter. This is my standard cheesecake recipe, so add softened cream cheese to a bowl, and I recommend to use the biggest bowl that you have to make mixing easier. Then add flour to give it some structure, and vanilla for more flavor. Soften the cream cheese by mixing it for about 4 minutes. You can use a hand mixer or a stand mixer if you have. Just make sure to scrape down the bottom of the bowl for an even mixing. When everything is smooth and creamy, let's add sour cream to give it a subtle tanginess. You can substitute it with Greek yogurt if you don't have any. And then add sugar to make it sweet and creamy. Mix it for about a minute and scrape it down. Then let's add the eggs. It is important that the eggs are at room temperature to mix in easily. You do not want to create too many air bubbles. Some people like to mix in eggs one by one, but in my experience it doesn't really make a difference. When it is all smooth like this, let's add the main ingredient, Snickers pieces. I cut them up in small pieces so you can get at least one in every bite. Just fold them in with a spatula until completely coated. I like to use a spatula for that so you can scrape down the bowl while folding it in, to make sure you have an evenly mixed cheesecake batter. Then set the cheesecake batter aside and bring in the cooled crust. It is important that the crust is cooled completely so it stays crunchy. Let's just fill in the creamy cheesecake batter all the way to the rim. Make sure to scrape down the bowl to not waste any of that rich batter. And with these grocery prices, you might even call it liquid gold. Smooth out the top with a spatula or spoon to create a flat surface. Then let's prepare a water bath. So I always bake my cheesecakes in a water bath. And I'm gonna show you the easiest and safest method that I have encountered. I like to use a baking pan that's about 1 to 2 inches bigger than my cheesecake pan. And then I cover the cheesecake with a silicone pan that is exactly the same size to keep the water out. I find it way easier than aluminum foil and you can reuse it. Then just fill in the water bath with hot water and it is ready to go into the oven at 325 for about 80 minutes. While the cake is cooling, let's make the caramel sauce, or you can just use the store-bought caramel topping. For the caramel sauce, combine brown sugar, butter, and half and half in a small saucepan. Heat it for 3 to 5 minutes until the sugar has dissolved. Do not overcook it or you will end up with hard caramel. When it has slightly thickened, just set it aside. Let it cool before using. To remove the cheesecake from the pan, just put a cup or a can underneath and push down its sides evenly and slowly. It should come off pretty easily. I like to decorate the cheesecake with lots of caramel, just like the real Snickers candy bar. For that, pour all the caramel sauce that we just made on top of the cheesecake. If it got too hard, just put it in the microwave for about 10 seconds and stir it until smooth. Then spread it out all the way to the edge of the cheesecake. I like to cover the whole surface first and then let it drip down the sides, which makes it look even prettier. Just keep in mind that caramel tends to dissolve with time, so decorate it shortly before serving, so you don't end up with a runny drip. And now let's just decorate it with Snickers pieces all around the edge of the cake. And then fill it up with chopped peanuts in the center if you like. It makes it look even prettier in my opinion. And that's it. I hope you like this recipe. Please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. That really helps me keep creating more videos. Let me know what recipe you want me to make next. I'm always grateful for your opinion. Happy baking! Bye!